negotiations coming along to implement in Latin America the International Code on Marketing for Children about food and beverage?
The international recommendations on food marketing to children, and with a special focus on unhealthy food. These recommendations were adopted by the World Health Assembly, which is the assembly of the World Health Organization, in May, last May. And this was a major achievement of CI's lobbying together with other organizations. Of course, now we have to look again at enforcement. How do we make sure that the recommendations are applied? So in that sense, we will be creating two types of instruments with which our member organizations in their national context can be following the public policy around food marketing to children and the practice of the companies. So, and then we hope that in the end that will result in having less obese children in the different countries, because that's the impact that we are looking for.
Have you seen any difference so far? I mean, do you see that the companies are open to change their marketing? And
if we have seen any difference and whether the companies are open to changing their marketing, I think that this is a slow process, and I am afraid that many of the companies do one thing in their home country, in their home base, or do one thing in a European context, but then do what they can get away with in the south. So I'm afraid the practice will take a long time to change.
Yeah, here in Brazil we saw something really odd, that we had a beverage made. They said it's called Alpino, but it's not. It's a chocolate brand, and it says, oh, it's not made out of Alpino, but they use the name Alpino. And then we went to Justice to ask them not to use the name Alpino because it's not made of Alpino. And they said, okay, we're not going to do it anymore. But then they just stopped the marketing, but not the label in the product, because
yes.
Here our law says nothing about labeling.
The thing about marketing or advertising is that sometimes the companies want to interpret it in a narrow way, and they are saying we are limiting our advertising. But marketing is much more. Marketing is where the product stands in the supermarket. What publicity is giving in the supermarket, or many other things that can influence small children or influence their parents. So saying that we are limiting the advertising is not enough, because the enterprise, the companies will continue pushing the products in other ways.